Hey everyone, welcome to Get Ready with me, Louise. So today we're playing with the very last Marc Jacobs palette that I have. And I'm kind of sad, but I guess all things must come to an end, even good things. So we're going to be playing with the 720 Glambition palette. And y'all, this is just a basic palette. I ain't even gonna lie. But it's also a palette that is so versatile with whatever situation you want. For example, today I went very, very light on my eye look, but you can smoke this out with this dark brown and make it a really like brown smoky. You got that black you can use to make it really smoky. You can go from day to night, but it's going to keep you in the neutral range, which I find very, what's the word I'm looking for? Very comforting when doing a look, because it's not too dark, but it could be if you wanted to, play. You can use the brown to line with, which is what I did today. I used the darker brown to line with, but you could use the black, or whatever. I mean, it's up to you. You know what I mean? I just like this palette. Ooh. Dare I say this may be my favorite palette out of all of them, because of the fact that this is just every day. It could be night, and if it could be every day for day or night, like I said, date night, whatever. Like the name says it, glam. You can go eat soft glam, glam, whatever they call it. You know what I mean? But this one may be my favorite, to be honest. And as a neutral palette, even, I mean, I have tons of neutral palettes, tons of them, and I really adore this one. This one was a lot of fun, and you're going to see in just a second. But I did get in a bronzer from Pat McGrath. I got a new one in. I got the Bronze Dawn. That's what this one's called. And it's a little bit darker than the Nude Honey, but lighter than the, what's it called? Desert Glow. So this one here, I feel, is my favorite. I think this is my bronzer. I don't know, but like out of the ones I have, this one is the one I like the most so far. I still like the Nude Honey as far as like, I do think it's like the Marc Jacobs if I just want a very soft, easy bronze look, like just a little color to the skin. But bronze, I think that this one may be it, to be honest. I don't know if you can see it the way I am though. So, but I really like it. I'm also wearing the Desert Rose. Is it Desert Rose? I don't even know if that's the name of that. Y'all, I'm tired. My mind is gone. Divine Rose 3. Desert Rose. Where did I get that from? Who knows? Alright, let's get started though with this look. So the first shade I went into was Infamous, which is this very light shade. And this is what I'm saying with this palette. You can do a very light, pretty, just a little something to your eye even, I mean, really, you could just use this color if you wanted to, and then smack on a metallic shade. Like, it's really whatever you're comfortable doing, But I found that I wanted to go very soft with this look, just to show, because I'm sure that you can see just from the color story how deep and dark it can go. But I just wanted to show like the lighter side of it. Also because, I'm not really all makeup out, I guess, is the best way to say it. I mean, I'm wearing it, obviously. I'm wearing a good bit of it, but I just don't feel like it's like glam either. Maybe more of a soft glam, where less is better. And I just like the way these shadows blend. I mean, there's really not much I don't like about these shadows. I really miss this brand. I mean, I'm not going to say I like all their stuff because I don't. Like the primer, that, what was it? The Earthquake? Is that what it was called? That one, I think it peeled on me if I recall correctly when I used it. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that it peeled up as I was putting it on. Not even before I put makeup on. I think it was peeling before I eat, like as I was putting it on, rubbing it in. But I could be wrong. It could have been when I was applying makeup. But I don't think I'm wrong, to be honest. Alright, now we're going to go into the shade Seeing. And I like this because you have this pinky metallic here, to where if you wanted to do a soft, even a dark, like a glam with the pinky, or you can go more like a champagne. Is that champagne or is that a bronze? I think that'd be a champagne. So you can do a pink one or a champagne one, depending on what you want. But we're going to go into this color right here. And I'm going to darken up the outer corner just a little bit. I just feel like with this palette, you couldn't go wrong. And in the line, I would say that this is their neutral palette back then. Like I said, I think I have all of them but the one, and I'm pretty sure it's called Editorial. Pretty sure that's the only one I did not get. And I'm kicking myself, trust me, I'm kicking myself for not doing it. But at the same time, did I need it? No. But I do wish I had it now, just because, I mean, they're gone, But then it does me no good to talk about them, really, except for, like, if I'm reviewing them. Or if somebody else has them already, because, you can't really find them. And the more time passes, it's going to be harder to find. But, I mean, I've had these for a long time, you all. Way past expiration. And they're still beautiful. They're still performing beautiful. We're going to take that same shade and run it under the lower lash line. And you'll get that with most powder products. I mean, that's a given. But I am surprised that they are lasting as long as they are, to be honest. And there's no flaky metallics in this palette either, like in some of them. Okay. And then for eyeliner, I'm using the Roller Lash Eye Bright Pencil. Okay, now that I did that, and I did that, this is next. Okay. I was like, which way am I going here? So now we're going to apply the most, which is this pinky shade right here. And we're going to put it all over the lid. I'm just going to pick it up and put it all over the lid. Look at that. Oh, so pretty. And I'm just tapping it on, moving it around. I didn't spray it or anything. I think it looks pretty just like this, to be honest. I don't know, there's just something about this one. We're going to go back into that shade right here, this previous shade. I really can't put my finger on why, but there's something about this one. I really do think it's my favorite. I don't, for the life of me, know, but it is what it is, I suppose. For the inner corner, we're going to go She Was, which is this one right here. And I'm just putting it right in the inner corner here. But even this is very soft. You could spray it and get more out of it, I'm sure, but I mean, I'm not going to do that because I don't need more out of it since I was doing such a soft look to begin with. Because I just felt right. Now we're going to go into that dark brown shade over the top, which is this one right here. And I'm going to line my top lash line and lower lash line with it. And I do think this is a nice brown for this, but it's also a nice brown for darkening up if you want it to. Again, whatever your preference is. For today's preference, I was going very soft. I don't know why, but I was. And then the lower lash line, and I'm running it right up on that lash line. And honestly, I also, boy, I'm just honestly honest today, aren't I? So, I mean, I'm always telling, you know, how I feel anyway. But I prefer to line with shadows, personally. I find it easier, and I have much more control with the color, the placement, everything, especially now that I have this brush, or since I've had this brush. I ordered more even, and listen, Ruffer's got a sale, 40% off, at least, maybe more on other things, but get this brush. I will tell you now, it will, if you're new to makeup, or you struggle with liner, or if you have hooded eyes, this is the brush you want. It is amazing. I found brushes that are similar, not exact to it, and it's just, I don't think I would fix anything about this brush, number 29. I really don't think I would. It's just the perfect little size. It is so crazy. To get into the really close up and stuff. Now we're going to go back into that same shade, Seeking, I think it was. This one here, the one I used to put under the eye first, just to blend out. And I mean, honestly, even though this is a soft look, and it could be like, it's not that, you know, great or anything, I think it is for what it is, and I think it can be even so much more if you used more shades in it. But like I said, I just was going in with a very easy hand today, because I'm tired, I'm hurting, and honestly, I gotta take this off, and I love doing my makeup, but I don't love to work in it at all. So we're going to do the Marc Jacobs on the top. And when I mean work, I don't mean like usually like, you know, household stuff, kids stuff, like that's work to me too, obviously. But that I do all the time, you know, wear my makeup around. But I mean like work, like sweat, labor work, that's it, labor work. Like if I was going to work at a job, like whether it be telemarketing or a store, whatever, like that, I'd always wear makeup, don't get me wrong. When I worked before, I did. Not like I do now, because I didn't know nothing about it, and I, you know, honestly, didn't have the money for it. Like, there was other things on my mind other than me. And I think also that that kind of made me sad looking back. Because just as much as, yes, you should give depending on who you are, I feel like your kids deserve so much, and like you put yourself last. But, moms need some stuff too. I've come to learn. And not to say that I sacrificed everything, because I didn't. But I sacrificed some things, and I think it was just makeup wasn't a priority by no means. Taking care of my skin wasn't. Taking care of my health wasn't. But as I'm getting older, I'm like, yeah, it's important. It really is. Mentally, emotionally, physically, you have got to take care of yourself. So, and maybe you don't like makeup, that's fine too. You don't have to wear it, But if it's an artistic release, I'm putting the Lancome on the bottom. To do it, to free yourself for 15, 20 minutes or an hour, or however long you take, I think that's, really good too. I mean, in theory, I take a very long time doing my makeup because I'm up and down, I mean, there's times I'll have this side done for hours before I get to this one. I say it all the time. But at the end, I had fun doing it, and that's what matters. Alright. I think we're even. I think it looks pretty, but subtle. It's just what I wanted today, honestly. We're going to ignore the hair because I have no idea what is going on with it at all. It doesn't want to cooperate at all. So, at the end of our little going through all of my Marc Jacobs palette, again, this is the Glambition 720. It might be my favorite. It might be. But I will rank them and get back to you. I will put these in order some way, somehow, and get back to you. I don't know how, but I will. It's going to be hard, isn't it? They're always hard to rank because some days you might feel like this and some days you might feel like that. So, but I am going to rank them, and this one's probably going to be my number one just because of what it is. You know what I mean? So, if you can still find this one, highly, highly recommend it. I don't think you'll be disappointed. I think you might look at it and go, boring, until you play with it, and then that's the way I am a lot of the times. It could be a boring, neutral palette for, I have 10 times over. But man, when you put that metallic or that satin shade on the lid and it just goes boom, it's like, there you are. There's the palette I was, wanting. So that is this for me. I really enjoyed going through all of my Marc Jacobs and rediscovering them and realizing they need to go back in business. They do. And if they did, I'm glad I do have what I have so that I can compare them. See if it's the same great formula. See if they've upped it even, or see if it's, unfortunately it could go down. It is what it is when you reformulate stuff, but I don't think they really need to reformulate. Some things maybe, eyeshadows, no. Bronzers, no. Blush, no. Lip gloss, absolutely not. I even like that mascara a lot now that I've played with it. Lipsticks, I like them. So I don't really know. The primers, they can definitely reformulate, but anyway, that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell, hit all. That way you're, notified when I upload. I upload every day but Sunday, and I will see you in the next one. Until then, stay safe and stay healthy. Bye.